Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Today, I'm going to share with you all cooking preparation and techniques for cream of mushroom soup. As you all know, cream of mushroom soup is categorized as a thick and puree soup. In order to prepare our mushroom soup, we need some vital ingredients. The most vital ingredients here is the mushroom. First of all, we have the white button mushroom that have been slices. The next mushroom is the brown button mushroom that also has been slices. The third kind of mushroom is the fresh shiitake mushroom, also been slices. Garlic that has been roughly chopped. You can see here that I put a little bit of olive oil in order to prevent discoloration and oxidation. The next item is butter for frying. Celery, roughly chopped, around 100 gram. Carrot, also roughly chopped, around 100 gram. Onion, roughly chopped, about 100 gram also. White flour, about 100 gram. Olive oil for frying. Cream, bay leaf, salt for seasoning, white pepper for seasoning, garlic crouton for garnishing that I have been prepared earlier, and lastly, about 1 liter of chicken stock. Okay, now let's move on to the cooking techniques. First, we need to do is to turn on the stove and make sure the heat or the fire is in medium so that the butter, when we mix in, won't get burnt. Another tip is to put olive oil, a little bit of olive oil first. Next, we're gonna add the butter. The first item we need to put in is the garlic, the chopped garlic. Next, we're going to add in our mirepoix. The first item is the celery. The second item is the onion. And roughly cut carrots. Okay, it seems that our vegetable has ready. We can see here that the onion has turned into translucent, like I have mentioned before. Okay, the next step is to add in the trio of mushroom. First, we're going to add the white button mushroom, about 200 gram. And lastly, the shiitake mushroom. Okay, it seems that the vegetable have about ready. Next, we're going to add in the flour. About 100 gram. This flour will act as the thickening agent for our soup, since we are not going to use any kind of roux. Mix well until it coats every single item in this pot, and make sure that you cook thoroughly your flour, otherwise you will get the flavor of raw flour at the end of your product. And if you have satisfied with your flour, we can add in the chicken stock. For your chicken stock, just enough to cover the vegetables. You have to remember that we're going to serve this soup as a thick soup, so we have to watch out the amount of liquid that we add in. We let it simmer for another 10 to 15 minutes. It seems that our soup has cooled down sufficiently, so we can handle it safely. So what we need to do is to puree stock this soup into fine emulsions. Okay, I'm using a blender here. We're going to put a little bit first together, the mushrooms, the vegetables and the stock. Don't put too much in your blender because when we blend this thing it will spill over. Okay, you need to blend this mixture until it becomes soft, smooth, and no visible lumps seen on top. Well, we have transferred the pureed mushroom soup into a different pot now. As you can see here, it starts to bubbling after we have been simmering it for about 10 minutes. Next, we're going to add the flavorings. As you can see here, I left out the bay leaf towards the end of the cooking process. Some of you might ask why I put it last, because I want the intense flavor of the bay leaf to penetrate the soup. If we put it earlier, it will become too loose. Right? Next, we're going to add the bay leaf. 1 or 2 should be enough because it has a very strong flavor. Using your whisk, mix it well. Next, we're going to add the salt. Be careful to use salt. Use it sparingly because we already put in chicken stock earlier. And next, we're going to add the white pepper. If you like a little bit spicy, you can add more. Depends on your preferentials. Mix well until it all blend together. And last, we're going to add the cream. What I'm using here is a regular double cream whipping cream. Well, it seems that our soup has ready and it has reached the desired consistency. We need to turn off the flame, and lastly, we're going to plate the soup. A typical serving size for one person for soup is about 250 ml. I'm going to garnish this with some cream on top. And with a little bit of garlic crouton that I've prepared earlier. Voila, here you are, cream of mushroom soup.